I'm gonna show you how to build a fishing rod rack. It's easy and it only uses PVC. We're gonna build one for your light action rods, another one for your medium and heavy action rods, and one for your bent butt rods. You can build anything you want with PVC. I gotta give a big shout out to my boy Matt. Over the last couple of years, I've seen these rod racks at his house and I always liked them, and he showed me how to build them. So now I can show you how to build them. He's got a YouTube channel too, Marathon Sport Fishing. If you ever wanna check it out, he does a lot of sword fishing. Everything to build these rod racks you can get probably at your local hardware store, but I will also list everything in the video description below. You can order all the parts off Amazon. Please consider hitting that like button, and let's start from the beginning. There are 3 parts that you need to make these rod holders. 1.5 inch PVC pipe, 1.5 inch T connectors, and 1.5 inch L connectors. The 1.5 inch PVC pipe you're gonna cut into 4-inch pieces, just like all of these. If you're smart, when you buy your PVC pipe at Home Depot or Lowe's or wherever you buy it, they'll actually cut it for you. Dan told me that. I didn't know that. I just bought the whole PVC pipe. I had to buy this 2.5 inch PVC pipe cutter. I tried cutting the PVC pipe with like my table saw, my saw. I tried cutting it with the chainsaw, with the circular saw. Do not trust me. Personal experience, you're gonna lose a finger if you try that. Use one of these PVC pipe cutters. Every 4 inches, put a dot. You see the little dots I drew on there? Take your pipe cutter, put it right on your line. Watch how easy this is. Crank it. I could do it one-handed. And just like that, you got yourself a 4-inch piece of PVC pipe. That's how you do it. You just start putting it together. And this is where your rod is gonna go in. Bam, 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 bam. And you can make it as long as you want, as short as you want. I did find though that when you are using smaller rods, like your bass rods, your super light action rods, so like you see how skinny these rods are? The problem with this is if you try to put it into this rod holder, it kind of, I mean it does work, but it kind of hangs off to the side a little bit because it's so skinny down here. When it's longer, now it sticks straight up. I guess you could get away with the shorter one, but the bigger rods, like our 50 wides, they have much thicker ends on the rod. So when you put them down in these 4-inch ones, like that, they still stick straight up. So there's no need to have one coming all the way up to here. We'll add one. So that is 3 rods, and we just keep on adding. You want it to sit snugly. So one way you can do that is pull out the rubber mallet and just give it a oh my boys, I almost forgot about the most important step of building a rod holder. Cracking a cold one. Amen. Oh. So if you have 8 on one side, this is gonna end up being a 16 rod holder. Now that we're at the ends, we're going to attach our L brackets with another 4-inch piece of PVC. Put it in there, add the L bracket. Take another 4-inch piece there, and then add the other L bracket. If you wanted to, you could use maybe a 6-inch piece here, and then the rods would be further apart. But I don't think that's necessary. We're gonna keep everything 4 inches. All these connectors are gonna be 4 inches just to keep it unified. But the great thing about building things in PVC pipe is you can get super creative. You could make them any dimensions and shapes that you want. Whatever your little heart desires. Keep on putting them together. I'm going quick now. We're gonna add the last little part here. Okay, that's it. Boom. Let's test it out. We'll put our 50 wides on it first. These are the heaviest rods that we have, so it's a pretty good indicator if this is gonna work out or not. Oh, yes. You could drill a screw right through here, and then these offshore rods, they have the locking mechanism in here, those notches. So if you drilled a screw right through there, it would literally click into place and it would stay just like that. Now they can kind of swing around, but I really don't mind that. They pretty much stay in whatever position you put them in. Now we're gonna build a rod rack for our bent butt rods. Really big reels, our electrics, our swordfish reels, anything with a bent butt. The way the bent butt rods is gonna work is they're gonna go in like that and stick straight up. The bent butt rod holder is going to be slightly different. This is going to be for 4 rods, and instead of 4-inch gaps, we're going to use 10 inches. So there's going to be 10 inches between each rod holder, just because these rods, they are pretty wide and I want to give them some spacing. The other difference is in the actual rod holder part. This is still a 4-inch piece, but we put a screw in the bottom of it, and that screw right there is going to lock into these notches on the bottom of the bent butt. So when it's sitting like this, and you put your bent butt into the rod holder, bam, it snaps right in there. And then it can't wiggle to the right or left, it's stuck. The rod holder is essentially going to look like this, and then the rod is going to stick straight up. I like to pre-drill a little hole, so we want it to kind of sit like that in there, so we will pre-drill the hole right. Perfect. We'll do it to all 4 of them. I don't pre-drill the back hole because your screw will find it. Once your holes are pre-drilled, take your screw, whatever it might be. I just found these laying around. As long as the screw is longer than the PVC pipe, they'll work just perfectly. They won't work though if they're shorter. Bam. I have mine just poking out just a tiny bit in the back. It's a little bit in the front. If you want to be real professional, you could drill it all the way through and then cut the end off and maybe paint it white. Let's piece it all together. We'll add a couple of our 4-inchers. We got 10 inchers, and this is going to be the base. It's going to sit like this. 4-inch piece, rod holder, and you're going to want to put it at like a 45-degree angle. So not straight up. You want to have it at an angle like that. 10-inch piece, another rod holder, 10-inch piece, another rod holder. Oh, this might not fit on the table. 10-inch piece, another rod holder, and finally a 4-inch piece and the foot, and that's it right there. Let's put it down and test it out. The moment of truth. Will this work? I'm nervous. Okay, that did not work. These might actually require some of this cement glue. The problem is these bent butts are very heavy. So when you put that weight on here, the PVC pipe's just gonna roll over. So I think this one I'm gonna have to glue. I'm gonna do 2 modifications to this and hopefully that'll fix the problem. One, I'm gonna take apart all these parts and we're gonna put glue on it so they shouldn't be rotating with the weight. And the second thing I'm gonna do is we're gonna remove these 4-inch pieces and I'm going to use 6-inch pieces. I'm hoping that having a little bit longer of a thing for the rod is also gonna make it a bit more stable. All our pipes are laid out ready for gluing, so we'll use our PVC cement. Put it in there and then shove this in there. Give it a whack. Oh, it's dripping all over me. Yeah, this is a bit messy, boys, and we'll just continue down the line. Holy mess I am making. Hey, that wasn't too bad. Now the most important part here is that it dries in line. So all of these need to be exactly like, oh yeah, that looks perfect. Perfect. So now when it dries, they're all gonna be perfectly in line. And then when we add our foot endings, these things on the end like this, we can decide what angle we want these at. So we're gonna want them at a 45-degree angle, like probably like right there. And it should hold, and if it doesn't, we'll just put a screw in here instead of glue and it'll hold. It's been 2 hours. The glue has been drying, and I think we should be good. Check it out. That is our 4 rod rack holder for our bent butts. Now the only thing we got to add is our leg bases, which we just pop on the back. If anything's going to go wrong here, it's right here and at that end. We might have to drill a screw in here so that way the rod rack's not going to be able to fall forward. But let's just see if it can hold like this. The moment of truth. This is going to be such a game changer if this works. Here we go. I just realized something. You could take one of these rod holders, right, and put one right here pointing this way. So you could have the rods like one there, one there, one there. So we could essentially turn this 4 rod holder, it would turn it into a 7 rod holder. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. That would be sick, but dude, it's working. Here's another one. What I was saying was if we had the rod holder coming like one right there, it would sit like this. So we could have, oh yeah, one there, and one there. Yeah, baby. While the glue was drying on this rod rack, I actually went ahead and built the light action rod rack, which is essentially the same exact thing as our medium heavy action rod rack. The only difference is these pipes, instead of 4 inches, they're 10 inches, which allows these rods, because they have such thin bottoms, that they are more straight with the higher PVC pipe. See, if I put this rod over here, like in a 4-incher, it's kind of like leaning to the side. It's kind of, yeah, they sit much more straight when you give them more pipe. Oh yeah. There's one other modification I made to this. If you look at this L shape here, there's almost no spacing in here compared to this one that's got like about 2 inches there. That's because this is a 4-inch PVC pipe. And then on this one, I just used a 2-inch PVC pipe basically to bring these together, just to shorten it up on the 4 corners. But other than that, that is the same thing as that. And we got a chicken in the house. Go on, scram, I'm filming a video. Oh, Bubbles says like and subscribe. Like and subscribe, like and subscribe. That's a smart chicken. It's been a month now since I built the rod racks, and they've been great up until yesterday. Here is what happened. Our medium heavy duty rod rack was laying right here, and I was working on the motorcycle and I bumped it. And because I had almost all the rods on one side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rods on this side, and I only had 1 rod on that side, when I bumped it, the whole thing fell over. This is a result of me not gluing it. You'll notice some of those are sticking up that way, that one's sticking further down. When they're not glued, they can twist when there's a lot of weight and pressure on them, which kind of caused them to start twisting one way, and it just fully gave in. The light action rod rack has been working perfectly. There's nothing wrong with those on the left side. But when this rod rack came down, these rods hit these rods, which pulled these rods down, which caused these PVC pipes to lean to the right. Take the rods off of our light action rods and literally just bend them back to how they were supposed to be. Just like that, and this rod rack is fixed. These rods are so light, they put so little pressure on the PVC pipes that I don't think I have to do any gluing with that. This one, however, I'm starting to think there's 2 things I could do. We can glue it, and if we want to add more weight to it so it doesn't become heavy on one side and tip over, we can fill it with sand, which would be very easy to do. You just fill these holes with sand. The sand will go in there and it'll fill the base up, and then you'll have a much heavier, sturdy rack. Is gluing and sand necessary for this rod rack? That's kind of up to you. For a whole month, I had this set up here and I had no issues with it until I overloaded one side with rods and then bumped into it. And I like having the ability to take it apart if I want to make it shorter or smaller. Maybe I want to have two small ones instead of one big one, be able to move them around. So I'm not going to do anything with this rod rack and nothing with that rod rack. I'm just going to put it somewhere where I'm less likely to fall into it and knock the whole thing over. And last but not least, our bent butt rod rack holder. I talked about putting a screw in here and here so the middle base can't move forward, and yes, that is 100% necessary. The moment that I put two deep drop rods in here, it's too much weight and it'll fall forward. Okay, it's kind of sturdy right now. This is the Kraken X. This is a lightweight deep drop reel, but if we put a heavier one on, like the Atlanti X, the Ban X, the Tanacom, one of these heavy reels, the second you put it on there, it's going to fall forward like that, and they're all gonna go forward. Have no fear, for I am here. We'll pre-drill a hole right there. There's a little hole there, and I found a couple of screws laying around, and I will screw it right on in. Do the same thing to the other side. I'm also going to add a couple of elbows on each side for some extra stability support. Because of these two screws now, this should not be able to fall forward. Feels stable, but we won't know until we actually try. Just have to realign and readjust. Pretty much bend them all right back to where you want them. The power of the rubber mallet. I whacked this thing way harder than I did the first time, and I realized it was a little loose. Now it's super stiff with no glue. Honestly, I think that does not need any glue. I mean, look at that thing. That thing is rock solid. That one's rock solid. As long as you don't fall into it, it should be fine. Let's see if our bent butt rod holder is fine. So far, so good. Let's put some weight on there. Oh yeah, that's a heavy one. Before it was not able to hold this one. It would have fallen over. Let's see if that screw made the difference. Let's give him a push. Victory is ours. Bum, 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 bum. Shazam. That's all, folks. Look how good they're looking. See, as long as you don't fall into them, they're gonna be just fine. I just have to pick a better spot for them. There's a bunch of stuff I'm selling and moving, and I'm gonna be making space, and they're not gonna be in the middle of the room. But something so beautiful should be in the center of the room. What would you guys like to see me build next? Leave a comment in the video. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you found some good tips when building your next rod rack. Let me know what you guys think. Hit that like and subscribe button. Cheers.